Welcome back. Republican strategist and CBS News political contributor Terry Sullivan has learned plenty about politics and plenty from politics. He has also become a student of danger and fear in the natural world. Months ago, he ascended Mount Everest, and a few weeks back, he trekked across Antarctica. Recently, he and I sat down to compare these adventures. Why are you, among all the people I've met in Washington in more than 30 years, the most adventurous spirit? You've climbed Mount Everest and you're just back from Antarctica.
Yeah, well,
what is that about?
Well, thank you for the compliment. I don't know that I'm the most adventurous, but I do some crazy things, and I do have a sense of adventure. Look, I think we should all do big things in life, things that are bigger than us. I think it's important to push our boundaries, get outside of our comfort zone. It makes us better people. It makes us understand the world around us. Just sitting and being in D.C. And look, the number one question, you and I both know, when you meet anybody in D.C., the first question is, what do you do for a living? So it's like, you know, and I like to know, what do you do for fun? It doesn't have to be climb a mountain. It can be, we've got mutual, look at Jonathan Martin. If you ever want to know where the best food in any dive city in America, or maybe the world is, Jonathan will tell you. We've got lots of friends like that push beyond these, just, you know, doing things that are interesting and learning about the world around us. And that's, I love to do, you know, mountains and adventure.
How much for that is confronting fear for you?
A lot. I mean, look, when you purposely do dangerous things, everything else seems much more relaxing. I mean, think about it. Like, I watch people now. I used to hate air travel. I mean, I still don't like it, but I used to hate how stressful it was, and you're going to miss your flight and this, and rushing through an airport. And now I'm like, well, wait a minute. If I miss my flight, it's about 70 degrees in this airport. There are places to sit. You know, there's a food court.
There's a bathroom right over there.
Most importantly, there's a bar serving. Like, it's, you know, when you're in a tent,
my needs are going to be met here.
When you're in a tent, it's -20, or you're worried about any exposed skin getting frostbite. Like, those are real issues, or falling off of a rope line, you know, or these type things, or falling in a crevasse. And so it's like, all the other stuff is small stuff. What's the old Zig Ziglar, or was it Dale Carnegie, one of them that said, don't sweat the small stuff and it's all small stuff? Well, if you do some stupid things, sometimes it is all small stuff.
You describe them as stupid things.
Yeah.
That's your terminology. You're entitled to it, but you don't go about them stupidly, do you?
No, I don't. I train hard. I practice. I work with really smart people. Like, look, nobody, you know, anybody who's climbed a mountain has a wonderful picture of them standing on the top. No one person got to the top of a mountain by themselves. Just hasn't happened in the history of mankind. And you do it with a team and do it with a group to differing degrees. Some people are much more solo-oriented. Some people do it with a big team. I probably fall somewhere in the middle where I work with. But like, from getting there, the food preparation, you know, when you're traveling on a glacier, any glacier travel, you really can't travel by yourself. You have to be roped up to at least one other person. You fall in one of these giant crevasses, you got to have someone to drive their ice axe in and save you from going all the way down. And so there's a lot of who you're roped in with, the relationships you have. You got to do it with people you trust, everything about them. Trust them with your life.
Is anything that you just described analogous to politics?
Yeah, so much of it. So much of it. In a much more pure way. I think that climbing mountains is much more fair. Like, the rules of engagement are, you know, the weather's the big variable. That's it. I mean, but the mountain is the mountain. It is an equal opportunity abuser, no matter who you are. Politics, man, it's all over the place. But aside from that, it's doing things that are bigger than ourselves. Having a purpose, having a cause. It's very similar to running a campaign. There is a definite end date. There's not a guaranteed outcome. Winning is amazing. Losing sucks. And you learn a lot along the way. And so I do think there's, in many ways, it's that kind of doing something that's bigger than just who we are as a person is the biggest connection between the two.
Let me drive into the question of trust, because you mentioned trust during mountaineering. You got to have it in politics. A mountain won't betray you.
Yeah.
But someone in politics will.
Sure. I was going to say the person I'm roped up to, a difference. Person I'm roped to, my life is in their hands as much as it is vice versa, and what with their life
in your hands.
Yeah. And so in politics, that's not always the case. And we're roped together, and if one of us falls off the mountain, the other's going too. In politics, sometimes someone cuts that line.